Hey everyone, this is LuckySevenDX. Welcome back to Let's Play Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks. We're here in Wellspring Station because, as we saw last episode, a Goron needs more Mega Ice. This time it costs 100 rubies, however, as like before, you can actually make it... No, I didn't say steeper, I said cheaper. Don't even try it. 100 rubies is too much. I want it for 50. Unfortunately, you do need to pay actually 50 this time. He won't give it to you for free. You cannot rip him off that much this time. I guess he's a little hurt about us ripping him off last time, but 50 rubies is a fair enough price. In general, for a lot of these... No, what am I doing? No rolling away from Zelda. Get on your train, Link. Get on the train. Most of these, most of these freight car side quests will involve us having to pay for whatever we're going to do it, because even though we're acting as freight car transporter, we don't get paid for what we do outside of gratitude, because everyone here is a bunch of dicks and expect the transporter people to pay for what they're getting. We're not doing this out of the goodness of our heart, people. We're trying to run a business here. Well, actually, no, we're not. We're just trying to save the world. That's even better, actually. We're trying to save the world once again. Now, normally I will be slowing these down just so you can see what enemies to fight and whatnot, because they're generally, you do end up running into a lot of enemies. And this time, like you saw, there were quite a few of those bird things as well. However, we've already seen this path pretty much. We've already seen this whole side quest. I really don't want to extend this out as long as I have to, because we already did a Mega Ice side quest. And in fact, even the train thing isn't even here before, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and speed this part up because there's really no reason to show the whole Mega Ice transporting thing again. We've seen it before, so that's how it works. They're just watch out, because I think there's a bit more of those little pig enemies, or so on and so forth. But the rest of them I will slow down just to show the optimal path and whatnot. These ones are even, because I want the whole video to be speed up, and that's what these ones would end up being. These whole Forest Gem side quest ones. But that's gonna be our first Forest Gem. Just getting it out of the way within the first couple minutes, because there's no reason to show a second Mega Ice run. There really isn't. It's pretty much the same as the first, with maybe a few more of those pig bird enemies. Even though they're not pigs or birds, they're elephant bats, but that's okay. They're just a bunch of animals mixed together. But this does obviously mark the start of the Forest Gem episodes, so if you're still watching and you don't want to see Forest Gems, I suggest you go watch other videos, because this is going to be all about Forest Gems for the next 3 episodes once again. Because I'm anticipating 3 episodes, maybe a little longer. It probably is going to leak over into the 4th one. By the 4th one, I am going to be doing at least the pre-dungeon stuff, though, for the main quest. I'm expecting the next dungeon being about 4 to 5 episodes or so, so... That's how it's going to work, unfortunately, but you get some cool stuff during this time. I mean, there's some cool, nice shortcuts, really, some interesting prizes, hopefully, so, I mean, it's part of the game. It's part of the game, and I do need to show it off. As tedious as it can be, I'm going to go through this whole speech every time I do a Forest Gem side quest, aren't I? Whatever! We're going to move on to the new part of the tracks, because there's actually some worthwhile stuff down here, even though it kind of seems like it leads into a dead end, which it does lead into a dead end. But there's some worthwhile stuff in this dead end. Actually, it's not really a dead end for another reason, though, which is that there's actually going to be a warp gate down here. So it's not quite a dead end. It's actually a very useful warp, actually. At least it's not the most useful warp gate. It's kind of like that one in the lower right corner of the forest realm that leads to that weird, awkward spot in the snow realm, where it's not really that useful, but it still can be useful in a way, so it's still worth getting, obviously. It's just not one that I'm going to frequent like some of the other ones. And also, as you can see over there, there's a desert rabbit. That's right, it's the 5th kind of rabbit, and we gotta get our first one ahead of schedule, I guess, thanks to this little secret part. Now, the desert rabbits can be found of those desert sections in both the fire realm here and the... Can I get this thing? Thank you. Within a second. Wow. There's desert rabbits can be found in the fire realm or the ocean realm, that little desert section. However, I haven't unlocked any of the desert stuff yet, so stay tuned for that. We'll be getting desert rabbits. We won't be getting many of them until later in the game. So there's our warp. I'm just going to go through the rest of this track just to show it off. There's nothing else that's special here, though, besides a nice, beautiful-looking dead end and a tunnel that will hint to future happenings, I suppose. But we're not going to deal with the tunnel right now. We're going to head backwards and go into this warp. So come here, my fine dandy warp. Come here. I want to go inside you. That sounds really, really wrong. No, keep blowing the whistle. Keep blowing the whistle. Charlie, keep blowing your horn. Anyways, and this will lead us over to the ocean realm. As you can see from the top screen, not the most convenient location, because there's really nothing worthwhile over here whatsoever yet. But hey, we'll just go ahead and we'll just do this anyway. And some chipmunking to get past this part pretty quickly. I always love the chipmunk theme, like the main theme in chipmunk mode. I just find it really amusing. I'll say to kill these guys again for some extra money, which is good because I could use some money right now. So I'm not complaining. Not complaining at all. So 350, not bad, and we're going to head to Papachuria Village, because that's where our next Force Ship side quest will be found at, once again. Starting at Papachuria Village. Papachuria Village? I kind of like that way of saying it. Anyways, so, yeah, there's a couple of side quests here, there's a couple of side quests in the other villages. We're just going to be, you know, like before, we're going to be village hopping and bringing stuff to and fro the villages. That's sort of how the whole Force Gem thing sort of works. However, we got mail. You got mail. What is this, AOL days? But the crazy mailman is back. How he manages to always be in this location where we need him to be, I don't know. And why is that? If the mailbox doesn't even have mail in it, why are there mailboxes to start with? Well, I guess it makes sense because you drop off mail somewhere. But why are they wiggling if the guys bring us the letters? Not the letters inside the mailbox. It's shenanigans. Shenanigans. That is all. But what we need to do here is we need to transport some fish. That's right, these side quests are no longer unethical, creepy things. They're actually, you know, legitimate side quests. Like, hey, bring some fish over to this person. Now, a lot of these side quests, I'm not going to really explain who needs the side quest. These are stuff you just kind of find out by going around talking to people, and they'll let you know, like, hey, I want some fish. So you'll know to bring the fish over here, but I'm just sort of I'm going to use my omnipotent, having played the game before, knowledge, and just be bringing them like this. So this isn't necessarily how you be playing the game for the first time, but it's efficient, and when I have to make videos this long, just because and make this many videos just for Force Gem side quests, I'm going to make them efficient, because that's what I need to do. Honestly, these extra ones, I really am not sure if I should be speeding these up or not, because really the only change, I mean, you have to follow any signs or anything. The big thing is just watching out for enemies, which I guess by that reason I should have, you know, kept the first one at normal speed, but I want to get 3 done in this episode at least, so screw that noise. We're going to go ahead and we're going to head over to, well, what we need to go is to Castle Town. That is going to be our location. So yeah, you'll find a lot of these elephant bat things. They're really not that hard to kill, but if they hit you, obviously they'll take away some of your fish. So it's really not something you want to be doing. Although the Mega Ice one's certainly easy. No, don't dodge. Where'd he go? Oh, there's one back there too. There ends up being a lot of them. As you can see, you get swarmed by them pretty quickly, especially the fish one. I think especially the fish one, they tend to attack you a lot because, well, they want your fish. Also, your fish do spoil over time. I guess the whole spoiling over time thing is another good reason why I'm keeping these at normal speed because, well, they're spoiling over time. I probably should, you know, be showing that off at the rate and the something. I don't know. I really don't know how to tackle these Force Gem side quests in terms of an LP, which is something I never really was never really sure how to do when I started this, but I was like, you know what, I'm going to do this little game anyway. It's a fun game. I'm enjoying this LP so far. It is certainly still a very good time. I hope I'm getting some pretty good positive feedback from it so far, so apparently you guys are enjoying it too. I don't know how much you're enjoying these episodes, but you're enjoying the other ones that actually action-filled, so that's something at least. I mean, every Zelda game has episodes of side quests, at least the bigger ones. Back in the Link's Awakening days and the Oracle of Seasons and Ages days, obviously side quests are just like 2 minutes long at most. At most. Why don't you actually learn how to talk, Lucky? Oh, I hear tanks. I hear tanks. Where are the tanks? Where are the tanks? Where are the tanks? There's tanks. Hello, tanks. How's it going? Tanks for coming along here, guys. Tanks for playing my game. Tanks for days. I don't know. I totally just referenced Joshception and I totally ripping out other LPers. Good job, Lucky. You are a plagiarist. Which is not how you say the word, but that's how I'm going to say the word because that's what I do. But we just killed some tanks and all's well. What else am I supposed to... Hey, it's Beetle. What else am I supposed to talk about, though, while we're doing this? Also, as you can notice, or if you notice while I turn to the top screen, there are no demon trains in this section. I blow the whistle because I'm like, Beetle, I'm going to make you do extra work for nothing. This is for being a dick in every game. Every game, actually. I can't think of a game where he's not a dick. Even Skyward Sword, he's a huge dick. But that's okay. Beetle, I was going to say we love you anyway, but we don't. At least I don't. I don't love you at all. So that's too bad. Anyway, there's not really any, like, the characters you bring these to sometimes are just a little bit like, huh? So you bring the fish to this person right here. Like, why? And by the way, turns out this person is a woman. I always thought this person was a guy, and then I realized that she's not a guy, she's actually a woman. Her features look very woman-like. Her hair who has hair like that? Like, what is this, an episode of Yu-Gi-Oh? Really? Like, he has like the spiky Yu-Gi-Oh hair. I can't even get it right still. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Now, these are some interesting force side, as I said before, tracks. There we go. We'll go with tracks. That's a good word to use. But these tracks are interesting because they will lead us to our 10th grass rabbit, and they give us a dead end into the ocean realm, which we can't do yet, but there will be an ocean rabbit there, so I'll be stopping there anyway. Now, our next side quest and the final one we're going to do today, and my goodness, the video's only, like, not even half done, and apparently this is the last side quest I'm going to do. Shenanigans. But basically, we can transport some cuckoos. Now, this one you might actually remember, because I'm pretty sure I talked to this guy, but there's a person in a Boda village who wants to make a chicken farm. So, we're going to bring some chickens over to him, and that will be the name of the game. So Link gets on his train, all is fine and dandy, and we're going to head down to the ocean realm. Well, we're going to first explore this new section of tracks and go to the ocean realm, which is what I was trying to say, but I totally just jumbled my words up. And we're going to get ourselves some rabbits first. I'm also going to take this opportunity, because these chickens don't run away. They're safely in their cage. Well, they could run away. Also, by the way, just count them. I see 3 chickens there in the little crate thing. Yeah, there's 3 chickens right there. And supposedly there's 5 in our crate. Just visual misinterpretation. Oh, I hear more tanks. There's tanks! They're back! Oh my goodness, we're gonna be just tanks. As I said, people will try to steal the chickens, so unlike the fish one where you saw a lot of the flying things, they're gonna be seeing a lot of tanks. And a lot of these guys as well, the bandits, basically. The tanks and the warthog riding bandits that'll try to steal your cuckoos. Now, this one especially is important. You do not want to be losing your chickens on this one. And I'll tell you why. Well, you'll see why once we get there. And this is why this whole side quest takes so long. It's really stupid. It's probably one of the worst ones in the entire game, in terms of just boringness, I guess. But there's a little path to the ocean realm right here, so we're going to go ahead and take that one right now. As you can see, it does lead to a dead end. It's not going to lead us anywhere yet. We'll eventually get a track that obviously will fill it out, because you're not left with any major dead ends like this. It'd be kind of really stupid to have a path in the ocean realm that wouldn't end up going anywhere. But as you can see, there is an ocean rabbit. By the way, slow down here, because you don't want to get the ocean rabbit, then suddenly come back to your train, all of a sudden, bam, hit the dead end, because I did that before, and then you lose a chicken, and that's not good. You don't want to lose any chickens here. Losing is bad. There we go. 3 minutes, or 3 minutes. Yes, I had 3 minutes to catch that rabbit. That would make things so much easier if it didn't have a time limit, or had a ridiculously long time limit like that. But there's our chicken. We just have to slowly back up. Why did I not chipmunk this section? I don't know, because there's no reason for it, but that's okay. We're going to move. No wonder this video is so long if I just did not chipmunk things I should have chipmunked. Chipmunk, it is now a verb. Problem. Anyways, so we're back in the forest realm, and the 10th grass rabbit will be along here somewhere. I'm not exactly sure where it is. I know it's along this track, though. There it is. No, I apparently didn't see it when I was recording the video, but it's to the left right there. There we go, right there. Hello. Alright, so can we catch this one? This one actually is tricky, because I think the ones, when you almost have all the grass rabbits, they get faster, because this one is pretty fast. I'm not sure how the rabbits be, if they're programmed to be like in this per location, or I caught that one. Or if they're just purposely it doesn't matter if you slow down really fast like that. Oh, by the way, if you go to the ocean realm, it will reset the rabbits. So luckily this one's actually pretty easy. Just rinse and repeat. Just back up, go to the ocean realm, back up again, because somehow changing realms lets you switch around your train, which is kind of weird. And eventually you can get your back to the grass rabbit and try to catch it again, and rinse and repeat until you get it. And this one, well, can I get it this time at least, maybe? Come on. No, 4. Oh, 3, there we go. And that is all the grass rabbits. We now have 10 grass rabbits. So eventually, during this whole side quest shenanigans, I will be stopping there. We're actually going to be able to pick up 2 prizes from Land Rescue. 1 for getting all of the grass rabbits, and 1 for getting 1 of each kind of rabbit, because we also picked up a desert rabbit. So now we have 1 of each kind of rabbit in the game. So we'll actually be able to pick up 2 Where the hell are these tanks? There they are. Like, you hear the music and you're like, where they are? I mean, the top screen does help. I haven't been showing up the top screen for enemy locations. So if you're wondering why I can always look and see where these enemies are, it's because I do show up on the top screen. But I don't think it's notable enough to actually show off, so I haven't been doing that. But as you can see, there's just tanks everywhere this time. And well, that's just what you're gonna have to deal with. So hopefully these spiritual, hopefully these videos are not gonna be too long with all the. I haven't actually recorded the other side quest stuff at the moment of this recording, although I actually plan on doing that later today. But that's why I'm saying I don't know how long these videos are even gonna be. I mean, imagine like this. I kind of wish like wasn't making like 20-minute videos for Spirit Trek. This is almost 25 minutes. More tanks, my goodness. Now I want to make a reference to Fall Out Boy and be like, tanks for the memories. Oh, I am such a riot. But anyways, we're going to actually stop at the train post and pick up our last train part. Yes, wooden train's about to be complete. We're going to ourselves an extra whole heart for that because apparently the Gorons make really shitty freight cars which end up impeding our health. I don't know. Crazy shenanigans. I kind of made jokes like this last time I did Force Gem side quests. Because that's what I have to do. I have to make random silly jokes. Except I'm kind of failing at doing that. This is such stupid commentary, my goodness. Let's go back to the train post. But I forget what I was saying. This kind of game, though, I kind of feel like I do need to make longer videos, because there is sort of a lot of downtime, so in order to get, like, enough done in an episode, I kind of feel like I need to make them longer. Else I just have a bunch of really short-ish videos that would just sort of not really get anywhere going, and just sort of drag everything out a lot, so if you guys don't mind the longer videos, I don't necessarily mind making them. It's just like, people really want to. I mean, I guess you guys could always just skip ahead as well and just show the non-train travel parts. I mean, you do have a video slider there. You can always skip ahead. But that does complete our wooden train set. I'm also gonna quickly let's check out the other train set, the other freight cars first. Actually, some pretty cool ones here. The dragon one is a little tail up. There's a pie freight car. I want that. That would be awesome to have a pie for your freight cart. But alas, I'm not going for the sweet train car. That's just the wooden one and the ultimate one at the end. Now I'm also gonna sell some treasure, like I think still in the Mixer Jade. I think anything that's I'm gonna keep 5 of these big ones just in case. I'm gonna sell a pirate necklace. I could sell more, but I'm like, I'm at 1,000 rubies right now. That's good enough. If I don't make enough money, which I'm probably not gonna make enough money, before I get to get the quiver, I'm probably just gonna come back here and sell some more stuff. Maybe off screen, maybe on screen. Depends on how much. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be doing more side quest stuff after the 4th dungeon, because more Force Gem stuff should unlock. I mean, with these next few videos, we're actually going to be halfway done with the Force Gems, though, so it's not as ridiculously bad as you think it's going to be. I think we're going to reach up to 12. I think we'll have 12 out of 20 side quests done by the end of this whole 3-video segment, so this still, we're getting there. I mean, we're going to be, what, 3/5 of the way done out of 6 videos, so probably going to take, like, another, I don't know, 5 or 6 more videos to get all the rest of the... Well, okay, some of them are pretty long and hard. Oh boy, don't make any sort of sexual puns off of that, please. I hear more tanks. More tanks are coming. Where are they? There they are, they're way up in the distance there. As you can see, they're not too hard to fight as long as you preempt them, as long as you attack them while they're coming to you. Makes it easy. If you see them shoot a cannonball, make sure you shoot it. Besides the first volley will always miss. Any volley after that will always hit, so make sure you always dodge that. So yeah, we're almost at Abode Village now. It's just down the way here. I don't think we're going to run into any more enemies, thank goodness. Tanks everywhere. I'm pretty sure the enemy rate does go up significantly, depending on what kind of... Like, obviously, you'll find more bandits when you're doing the chickens, and you'll find more those elephant things when you're doing the fish, because they're attracted to the fish smell or something like that. That's just sort of how it works. It's their way of making this a bit trickier. Although in the end, it's really not even that trickier, much trickier. But we're going to head over here, and we're going to stop here. Come on. There we go. And deliver the chickens. So let's go do that. Chickens. They're actually called cuckoos. They're not called chickens. But whatever, it doesn't matter. At some point, I forget to do this, but I should talk to the woman. And actually, she hasn't mentioned like, Link, do you know where my boy's gone? Oh no! And you're just like, oh, kind of sad because you kidnapped a little boy and you gave him to Beetle. Now here's the kick in the pants. He needs 10 chickens. You can only hold 5 at a time. What a douchebag! I gave you 5 chickens. Be grateful for that. Which means we have to do this whole side quest thing all over again. That's right. Now, luckily, I am not going to burden you guys with that. I'm actually going to cut here. I have 5 more chickens. I mean, I just went back to Calstown, went back here for a pretty similar route, so there's no reason to show off doing that again. That's stupid. So, here's the chickens. All 10 of them are here now, so you will get a force gem. That is why you don't want to lose any, because if you get 5 per time, and he needs 10 chickens, if you lose one, that means you need to make 3 trips. And 2 trips is enough craziness. This is not even worth it. You don't even get any rabbits on this path. However, it does give you a warp gate, so it's not completely useless. I mean, it's not a good shortcut by any means, and to be honest, this warp gate is a bit out of the way, but, you know, it's better than nothing, I guess. I mean, it's still a warp gate. It could be worse, but, you know, 100% have to do the Force Gem side quest anyway. However, I will end this episode at least on a good note. Well, I'm also going to explore that new path and show off the warp gate I'm mentioning. But I'll end this episode on a good note and get ourselves some engineer clothes. These are the clothes we had at the beginning of the game, and we have them back. You get those for 15 stamp stations, which we actually just got. The 15th one was gotten last episode with the Fire Sanctuary. We never really mentioned that. As you can see, you can talk to Neko. Yes, he's clearly a anime Japanese cat thing. Clearly he is. You can talk to him to switch your clothes around. But I'm gonna go with engineer clothes for now. I'm gonna keep this at least till the end of the 4th dungeon, maybe the 5th dungeon. If you guys want me to change, let me know what kind of clothes you like here. You know, among these episodes, and eventually I'll probably be like, okay, so should I go hero or engineer clothes? Especially for the end, I'll definitely will let you guys pick hero or engineer for the end game. So actually, you know, there's definitely gonna be some picking between both for the clothes, and there's actually 2 endings to this game. Kind of spoilers right now. There's actually technically 3 endings, but I'm only gonna go for one of the 2 of them. Maybe I'll show up the other ones if I feel ambitious enough. I don't know if I would or not. But more tanks. I don't care about your stupid tanks. My goodness, tanks for days. Once again, making that reference. What the hell? That's what you get for watching freaking other LPers right before you record. You start using their catchphrases, and that's not good. No, I will not do that. Now, make sure you slow down here because there are going to be Skulltulas raining down from the sky, and if you go at normal speed, you'll probably get hit by one of them. In fact, this one's going to hit me. No, I got hit anyway. But if you slow down, you'll actually have more than enough time to kill all these before they hurt you. That's probably a good thing, because coming up here is actually, in case you notice, you're going through a rock tunnel, which means there's a tunnel. And you guys know what enemies you fight in tunnels. If you saw those back in the Snow Realm, there's going to be more of those things to fight. But as I was saying before, I'll have you guys decide eventually whether you want the hero or engineers. I'm probably going to use the engineer at least at the end of the 4th dungeon. I think I'm going to keep the engineer suit all the way to the 5th dungeon. And I'll let you guys decide after that point, whether you like the hero or the engineer suit for the rest of the game. And yeah, stuff will just, so, it's cool though, it's an alternate set of clothes. I mean, it doesn't have any sort of extra use, you don't get any bonuses for that, other than the fact you look different. And I do like the engineer look, I mean, it's a fresh look. I mean, sometimes the whole green Link thing, it just sort of gets old. Spiders everywhere, my goodness. And basically, you know, that's just what happens. So, engineer, I like it a lot, so I'm gonna keep it for now, and we'll decide later. But this is the little tunnel that you have to go through in this part of the thing. It'll lead us back to one of the other Force Gem sections we unlocked. This is where we caught 2 of those bunnies before. There's one of these things. Go away, go away, go away, go away. Thank you. And then we'll just speed run back to the warp gate, because I'm going to show where that leads. So warp gate, here we come, and that's going to be just about the end of the episode. It is nice though, because this warp gate will lead us to our next Force Gem side quest. We're pretty close to it. Actually, it's going to lead us back pretty close to where we came from, because, well, it's not quite where we start the episode, but you'll see in a second. And it's going to lead us right over to... There we go. Stupid loading time. It's going to lead us over to Goron Village, or pretty close to Goron Village. So this is actually a handy warp to get to Goron Village, but it is a little bit out of the way in the forest realm, so it makes it a little less convenient. But this will be the end of the episode, guys. This is LuckySevenDX signing out. I will see you guys next time for more Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks.